Hi guys, thanks for tuning in Coastside Family Adventures. I want to do another video on a Dr. Gundry product. This time it is the polyphenol rich olive oil. Oh, that's my cat. And if there's a bit of an echo, it is because we are back in the house, but there's absolutely no furniture in this house. I did stock the fridge, so believe me, that was the first thing I did. Beautiful beautiful foods that hopefully work with Dr. Gundry's diet. We still of course have to feed our teenagers, so there's other foods in here too, like he really likes the A1 sauce, but either way we do have coconut milk, yogurt, pomegranate juice, and other really good stuff. And I'm using the kitchen already for cooking, even though there's really not a lot of dishes in here yet. Another couple of things I want to show you is these two books that I purchased. So obviously the Plant Paradox cookbook from Dr. Gundry that gives me some ideas on how to make certain foods. And in fact, I made this yesterday. The one thing that I added was the buffalo mozzarella cheese that I put on top of this. And instead of the red sauce, I used the olive oil. And it was absolutely delicious. One other thing that I really like that Dr. Gundry is doing, if you follow him on YouTube, you get to see him do interviews with other people. And one of the interviews was with Max. I don't know how to say this, Lugavere, maybe. And he talked a lot about recipes to fight cancer, sharpen your brain, your body strong, and still make your taste buds happy. So I really, really liked the podcast, and I got this book to get some great ideas on how to make very healthy meals, but make them taste yummy. And I think between these two, there's a lot of really good ideas. And I think I'll get probably more books. I really follow the podcast and get lots of ideas watching it. And I can get more into these books. For now, I want to show you one of the recipes that I'm gonna use these two for. The polyphenol rich olive oil and the balsamic vinegar. And this is also one that Dr. Gundry recommended from the Napa Valley. And I haven't even opened it yet and tried. But this is a dish that I make a lot. Normally I use just normal olive oil and normal balsamic vinegar, so I just went with the better quality because lots of our foods are so watered down, have chemicals added or other additives, and they lack in nutrients. So one thing that Dr. Gundry is doing, and I really love, is finding nutrient rich options. Because you can buy an olive oil in the store and it will, be just a normal olive oil. And then when you compare that with this polyphenol rich olive oil, then you will see a big difference in the quality and health benefits. And that is the most important thing for us right now. Yes, we do want to lose weight, but the health benefits are very important to us. So we want to try to find foods that are really, really rich in, anything that gets us healthier. And I was very, very lucky. Dr. Gundry actually sent me some of these polyphenol rich, and I cannot wait to try one of our favorite dishes with this new polyphenol rich olive oil and the balsamic vinegar. And then I'm also going to cook up a meal, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay, there's the main meal, which is Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, and onions. Okay, I added some spices, and there's still a lot I have to learn about spices. I did add some iodinized salt, and that is one of the important things to have. I know that rosemary and basil is really good, and I didn't use that for this dish, but I know there are a couple things I've learned by listening to the podcast, and actually I watch it on YouTube. And then while this is cooking, I want to show you the dish that I'm going to make, the side dish that I'm going to make with the olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And then the other thing I'm going to add is garlic. You can use fresh garlic and just smash it. It's probably a lot more delicious, but this is what I have right now. So I'm just going to get that all in. I love bottle packaging. Let's get this out of here. Alright guys, there it is. Beautiful. And in the podcast that Dr. Gundry had talking about this olive oil, he actually, talked about how he traveled the world to find this specific olive to make this olive oil, because not every olive is the same. And he went to different countries and finally found a specific olive that had a very, very polyphenol rich content, and then decided to make the olive oil from that. So I'm going to mix that with my garlic right now. There you have the garlic in there mixed with the olive oil. Normally I wouldn't use this much for other dishes, obviously. It is a very strong olive oil, and also you can take just a teaspoon, and drink it, or just like you would take a teaspoon of honey, and you will get the benefits from it. But today we want to make this special dish, and that's why I'm using a lot more of this oil. And I'm going to get my balsamic vinegar in it. All right, next step is the balsamic vinegar. Oh, that is thick too. Wow, I can tell already like a tremendous difference from normal balsamic vinegar. Let's get a bunch of that stuff in there because we love it. Okay, I cut up some sourdough bread, and the best thing probably is to go to just leave breads out, or gluten-free or wheat-free, but we do love sourdough bread, and Dr. Gundry did suggest that if you do have to eat bread, sourdough bread is one of the better ones to go for. And I cut up a lot because my teenager really loves this too. And then we basically just take a little piece of bread and we dip it with the olive oil and the balsamic vinegar. Maybe I put too much in there, but my teenager will eat a lot. And then that's it. I'm gonna try this right now. Oh my god, that is amazing. I love it. We love it anyways. I'm telling you, this is one of our favorite dishes, but now when you know that it's extra healthy for you, it just tastes even better. Very, very yummy. Right there, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and garlic. And here's our main dish. We're gonna have a little snack here. And then our main dish, once this is all cooked soft, I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil over that, and that's really all this is. I'm boiling it in water right now. And then as soon as it's soft, I'm gonna drain it, take all the water out, and then drizzle olive oil over it, and that's it. That will be our main dish for tonight. Okay, this looks like it's almost done, and the all raw food diet, guys, isn't all that. I mean, if you listen really to the experts and the new discoveries, you're gonna learn about food, in a whole new way. Everything that we thought was a certain way might not be the way you lived like 5 years ago, following a certain diet, thinking it was good for you. But with all these new scientists out there and discoveries, it will teach you that that might not be the best way to continue living, especially when you really want to address a leaky gut. And I think that is my issue. The root of a lot of my health issues, a leaky gut. And do some research on it, guys. It's really interesting. It's actually really cool. So we're trying to have just certain foods, cook them well, and nothing processed if possible. Okay, I just drained the water, put the Dr. Gundry polyphenol-rich olive oil on my dish. I'm just gonna heat it a couple more seconds here, and it is ready to go. And there it is. And obviously not everyone likes mushrooms and onions and Brussels sprouts. So this is a dish that is perfectly made for us and our taste buds, because we love those 3 ingredients very much. Add the polyphenol-rich olive oil to it, and it just makes a very, very healthy, delicious meal. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thanks for supporting us on our journey. Thanks for sending this polyphenol-rich olive oil, Dr. Gundry and his team. And thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Our adventures will continue at home. The adventures of getting to health, the road to better health, I guess that's what we're gonna call it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.